Hi everyone. So today we are going to look at our next question on Leetcode in our series Top Interview 150 Questions. So statement goes like this. Given an integer array nums sorted in non-decreasing order, we have to remove duplicate in place. Basically, we can't use extra space here, such that each element which is unique needs to be appear at most twice, and the relative order of elements should be kept same. Okay, this is pretty much similar to the first one. The only condition which is different is that now we have a choice to have that a particular element repeating twice at most actually, and we have to return a value k. So only k element matters. Only the k element from 0 to k are actually the ones which matter. Other elements we can just remove them, or we can store any value there. So it is not going to affect our solution. Now here we were given three elements which are equal 1 1 1, and only two have been picked up, and then we have two twos which are also got picked up, and then 1 3, and one place remained vacant. So it's again not much logic building question. It's a programming question, simply to check the programming concept actually. So let's try to code it. So our basic motto will be to only pick two unique element for every different element we are getting. So basically now for the first time we got ones, so we will try to pick only two ones, and then we will skip all of the remaining ones. Then the other element which we go to is 2, so now we will pick only two twos and skip all of the remaining twos actually. And in this particular case we got 3, so we will only pick two threes and remaining threes will be skipped. So in this particular case we don't have any, so there is nothing to be skipped. But in this particular case we have four ones, so we will skip two of them, and only two we will pick. So this will be our basic logic here which we are going to implement. Let me paste it and add vector header file. Now we are going to start from here and till the end of the array. So let's just say implement a loop, right? Now we have to pick first two elements. So let's just do that. And as I mentioned here earlier, that only k element matters. So rest of the element we do not have to worry about them. And if we do not have to worry about them, we can just perform an simple assignment operation instead of an swap operation. So what I will do is I will say that at the front push this particular element which is at I, and I need an front pointer. This basically front pointer we are going to return as well. Now once we assign the unique element at the front position, we have to increment our front pointer as well. So let me just increase here. Now other condition is that we could have an element repeating twice. So we will pick the another, we will check if our current element is actually matching with the next element. So we will check if our element which is present at I is in fact matching with the element which is at I plus 1 location. Now for that, if that's the case, then we can't increment front pointer here actually. We have to do it here itself. Why? Because we need the next position at in the for if statement actually. So let's just increase here, and now we can again say the same thing. And for that we also need to increment I, and if we are incrementing I here, then we can change this as well. So this will be current with the last element, and for that we need one extra condition which is I should be in range of nums. So we can paste it here, and so I guess this should work now. And let's try to move to the next phase of our algorithm. Now next step will be to skip all of the element which are equal to the element which we have just picked. So in this particular case we have picked 1, so we are going to skip all of the ones which are in front of us. So there will be a while loop, and this condition is kind of necessary, as last time I missed it and we got an error. So this will be num set I is equal to num set I minus 1. If that's the case, then we will increment I here, and we can remove it from here actually. Now this should work. So what we are basically doing is we are selecting the first element here and then incrementing our I as well as front pointer so that we can deal with the next element. Now we are checking here if the element which we have just seen is repeating itself or not. And how we are doing that? We are checking it here. So the element second is basically equal or not to the element which we have just seen here. So if that's the case, then we will again pick this element as well, and after that we will run this while loop. And this while loop is basically to skip all of the repeating elements which we are going to see now. So we can just do a good job here, and we can increment here as well. Now let's try to submit this logic. Test case are accepted, so let's try to submit it, and accept it. So our basic motto in this particular question was to pick first element, then we need to check if element is repeating, and if it is repeating, then we will perform another assignment operation to save it twice, and then we will skip all of the rest of the occurrences. So this was just for the programming capabilities, not for logic building at all. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next question.